All right. So previously on the introduction to Pali, I already mentioned about different types of verbs like past tense, present tense, future tense, imperative, optative. All right. So we already start with the case. So for the case, always remember we are talking about masculine. In Pali, they are masculine, feminine, and neuter. So normally we start with the masculine and we start with the vowel A. So after you learn the vowel A, that means that you finish with the vowel A. Buddha is a noun stem with masculine ending with the final vowel A. So after you memorize, what you do is just need to memorize the 8 cases as mentioned before. So instead of remember 8, which is difficult, so you remember 3 together, and next 2 together, and next 2 together, and finally 1 together. So when you memorize, you just try to memorize the sound first, like Buddho, Buddha, 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 Buddham, Buddhe. Then instrumental, Buddhena, Buddhebi, Buddhehi, Buddhasma, Buddhamha, Buddha, Buddhebi, Buddhehi. Dative, Buddhaya, Buddhasa, Buddhanam. Genitive, Buddhasa, Buddhanam. Then Buddhe, Buddhasmin, Buddhamhi, Buddhesu. So when you recite like this, so first you can see. So it's good you print out or you write yourself. Then you can see which are not similar and which is similar. Now, which is not similar, of course, you can see all here. That's why you always remember like Namo. Like some they say some of the monks' name is called Abhipunyo, finished with the O sound, right? So it's a subject here. Plural will be long A here. Vocative is also plural is long A here. But vocative, one of the special mark which you see also in other uh, case ending is always short A, right? So it seldom have long A. It's always short A here. So you can write down it's a short form is a short A, short vowel. Acquisition is always with this is what we call nigahita or nasal consonant M dot, right? Sometimes, like I mentioned before, sometimes you can see sometimes there's a dot above and sometimes with this one, but I don't have the keyboard for that with the M with the above, right? But M with above or M below is actually quite same. This is just pronounced with the like sound like Buddham. So when you hear the sound Buddham is a acquisitive, it's object singular. And then plural will be Buddhe. Now instrumental we say like with the Buddha, by the Buddha, through the Buddha, right? Ena. So plural will A be a he with the Buddhas. Ability instrumental are same because the plural are similar. So that's why you need to memorize these two together. So ability singular means from the Buddha. It's actually ablative. Actually, like you see the one with bow, there's a short like MOM, VOC, ACC, ablative. So this is a short form. So when we write ABL means ablative. So it's from the Buddha. So Buddhasma, Buddhamaha, Buddha. So you can see it's actually finished with long A here. Dative, you remember easily because we have the word like Namo Buddhaya. Because last week I already mentioned, so this week I go faster. All right. Namo Buddhaya. So like homage to the Buddha. Okay. And then the Buddhasa. Okay. So genitive, you also got Buddhasa. Right. Namo Tassa, like this. Okay. Buddhasa. Right. So Buddhanam, Buddhanam. And then now you can see this num only for dative and genitive. So locative is easy to see like Buddhasamin, Buddhamhi. You can see the ending is a different and Buddhe. But one thing about this Buddhe is you might confuse. Locative is also Buddhe, finished with the E. Sorry, acquisitive plural finished with the E. Locative singular also finished with E. So these are might be similar. So what you do, maybe you draw an arrow, right? Draw an arrow to show these are linked to each other. All right. So Budesu is very distinctive because there's only one su here in the whole thing. All right. Okay, now to test the student, don't be afraid. It's very simple test. Okay, now Elaine, start with the Elaine. Okay, now when I say Budesu, can you tell me what is the case ending? Budesu, Elaine. Budesu. Yeah. You just tell me it's a masculine and locative plural. All right. You have to say masculine locative plural. Can? All right. Okay, can. Plural. Okay. All right. Sister Roseanne, right? Can you tell me what is B? Bude B. Sister Roseanne, Bude B.
Bude be instrumental plural and ablative plural.
Okay, but you still have to tell me it's a masculine.
Oh,
masculine, yeah. Instrumental and ablative plural. Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, because we are learning the masculine here. Okay, next one. Sister T, can you say what is budaya? Budaya.
Budaya. Wait, budaya. Okay. Budaya is masculine, singular,
Dative singular.
and dative. Yeah.
Okay, dative singular, not singular dative. Dative singular. Okay.
Masculine, dative, singular.
Okay, thank you. How
Thank
about
you.
Subang? What is bude? Subang, what is bude?
Bude is masculine accusative plural.
And
And okay, masculine locative singular.
okay, can you remember this? I mean, until next week, can
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, sister, Guat or Chin Chua? I don't know what's your surname. Is it Guat or Chin Chua?
My surname is Chua.
Oh,
Saya
Chua.
Jin.
Okay, Chua. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I think I had asked you this question before. Okay, now what is Budasa? Budasa.
Budasa. Budasa is masculine, dative, singular.
Only one?
Budasa. Only one. Only one. Oh, yeah, another one.
Yeah.
Masculine, genitive, and singular.
Okay, so dative singular and genitive singular. All right. So not difficult, right? Okay.
Memorize is difficult.
No, I mean for but you just print and put in front of you. Okay. Easy, right? Okay, Sister Chong Patlan. What is Budam? Sister Chong Patlan. Budam.
Yeah. Good evening, saya Ji.
Mhm.
Budam, is it?
Yes, Budam.
Is male singular, male accusative singular.
Okay, good. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Sister Yupin. Sister Yupin. Okay, please tell me what is Buddhasma? Buddhasma. Buddhasma.
Masculine, ablative, singular.
Okay, thank you. All right. Next, Chuun. All right. What is Budehi? Budehi. Budehi.
Budehi is masculine, instrumental, singular. Ablative, singular.
Okay, thank you. It's easy, right? Okay, now Sister Ho. What is Buddhanam? Buddhanam.
Saji, sorry, just now Budehi.
it's
She said
plural, not singular.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yes, instrumental, ablative, plural. Okay, thank you for correction. Okay, now Sister Ho. What is Buddhanam?
Buddhanam, dative, genitive, plural.
Okay, so when you recite, you have to say Buddhanam, no Buddhanam. Okay, Buddhanam. Okay, stress. Yeah, stress on the A. I think
Okay.
sometimes when you recite, you all remember when you long A, you need to stress like Buddha. Either make the sound long, Buddhaya, or make it heavy sound. Budaya, not budaya, budaya, no. Budaya, budanam, all right? Budaya, budanam, like this. Okay, so far I think we finished already. I think, okay. Now, after you, if you memorize, okay, if you didn't memorize, now we are going to do, this one we finished already. Let's go for next one. Okay, now we go for vocabulary first. All right. Now, monastery like vihara, you see in the some of the sutta, people manusa. Or you can put purisa if you want, but we take manusa. This sawaka. Sawaka you see in the what, like Supatipanno Bhagavato, Sawaka Samgo, right? This one. Satta, like Sabbe Satta, like Jnana, or like Vipassana Jnana. Then the deity is Deva. Right. Now, Viharati stays dwell. Viharati and Vihara quite same, all right? It's actually have the same related. Deseti is from the root this and a, points out, preach, and expound. So Arama is a park. Sometimes Arama can be a dwelling place. So Purisa we take it as for man, right? So Manusa is human. So world is loka. Hita is a benefit. Sukha is happiness. All right. So, okay, now after you get the vocabulary, so we're going to make a sentence based on the declension. So remember, we are focusing those ending with A, right? So you can see this ending with A, vihara. Remember, we are talking about masculine, right? So all these are masculine. Sawaka, sata, all right. But this is a, Jnana is actually is a neuter, but it's ending with A also. So Arama, when I put M, it's a masculine, all right? Purisa is also. Loka is also masculine. But Hita Sukha is a neuter. So, and then neuter is masculine, quite same. Right, so now, first one. Buddha is a, when you look at the question, so you need to identify who is the subject, right? Based on the subject, the Buddha is a subject. So the Buddha, because it's subject, you must put singular, Buddha. And then Dhammam is a acquisitive, right? So if we are writing like this, okay, like this, huh? So what you do is try to translate in your mind, right? Subject means the doer. And then this is a verb. Now, this should be the present tense, right? Present and third person singular. Dhamma is a acquisitive, right? And Buddha is a subject. So it's a masculine. You have to write masculine and nominative singular. So Dhamma is a masculine also, acquisitive singular. So after that, you got the Buddha, all right? Finish with all. Dhamma will be Dhammam, right? And third person will be they say and put a tick here. They say tick. So this example is very simple. Okay, so any question? Any about things not clear here? Okay. Now after you learn this sentence, so from here we're going to build put more things. So that means that from dot 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 means that you can copy the sentence if you want. So after copy the sentence above, if you have space, because I don't have much space here. So from here, now we're going to add this one. Now, Jetavana Monastery. So it's a from. So from, you should use a ablative, right? So Jetavana. Now, Jetavana, is it masculine? It's a neuter. But it's okay because neuter and masculine is quite similar. So anyway, neuter is ablative singular. So when you have the ablative singular, then the answer should be Jetavana ham ha. Jetawana, Amha, or another one is a Jetawana, Sama. Okay, so these two should be okay, right? So this one also can, but I think this is a short version. Sometimes we can just don't need to apply all the time. These two are more clear, okay? So we just put the two more obvious one, Asma and Amha. Now, when you have this, where do you want to put to the above sentence? So from the Jetawana, the Buddha expound the Dhamma. So for these two, actually it's okay. If you want to put at the beginning, yes, you can put here. Or even if you want to put the middle, you can put here also. Or you want to put before the verb, is also okay. It doesn't matter. Why? Because each case ending already explain the function. If this already explained this is a subject, the Dhamma already explained is an acquisitive, is an object. So Amha Asma explained that this is ablative. So we can say you can put in front or in the middle or after the Dhamma. It's not a problem. You just need to add on to the above this Buddho Dhamma Deseti. All right, any question about here? Okay. All right. Now, next one. Now, with. Now, when you see the word with, you have to use instrumental, all right? Now, the knowledge is it actually is not masculine, but it's a neuter. But neuter you learn later. It's actually very similar to masculine, all right? So we just need to neuter, and then with is always instrumental, so it's singular, all right? So you have the jnana. So first you have the jnana, right? Jnana, then you plus the ena, all right? So when you plus the ena, you just sorry. When you put the ena, you just need to delete the long a. So what you left is jnanena. Okay, jnanena. So put the ena suffix. Okay, so the whole sentence will be jnanena buddho dhammam deseti. So you can put in the middle buddho jnanena dhammam deseti. Or put at the last one, Buddho Dhammam Jnanena Deseti. Okay, so it's not important because from the case ending, we know the function of each word already. Okay. Now, next one. Now, when you see this kind of question, that's why in exam, sometimes people make a lot of mistake. They didn't see carefully. This is a plural, all right? People is also plural. Beings is also plural. Disciple is all plural. So when you see in plural, you have to look at the declension for plural side. Okay, now, Chai Hun, what is disciple in Pali?
Sawaka,
People is?
Manusa, Purisa,
Okay,
Nare,
Nare, okay. So we write the word Sawaka, and second one is Manusa. Beings is? What is being? Beings
Huh?
is beings, human being or sentient beings. Sentient being
Nare
is?
cannot lah.
No. Beings will be, Nari normally to refer to
People,
people or
people,
human. So Sata.
Sata,
Yeah, beings. We are calling human beings. We are not talking about, if you say Nari, it refer to human only. But we are talking about other beings who are not human, no? Non-human. All right? Okay. So then you have to write down first. That's why vocabulary is important. So you need to remember the vocabulary. So Sawaka, how you remember Sawaka? Supatipanno Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho, right? The Sangha who are the disciple of the Buddha. Then where you see the Manusa? Which sutta you see Manusa? Anybody remember? Subang?
Mangala Sutta.
And beside Mangala Sutta.
Buddhanusati.
Yeah, itibiso bhagawa arahan samma sambuddho vijacharana sampana sugato lokavido anuttara purisa dhamma sarati. Do we have? Satta Dewa Manusa. Okay, Satta Dewa Manusa. All right, this one. Manusa is like Malay word Manusya, right? Okay, now you get the vocabulary. Now look at the two. Two should be. What is two? So you just remember to the Buddha, for the Buddha. So it will be Aya Asa. Aya, it will be long A and Sa. Okay, so you just have two suffix. So you need to put the suffix of to, Aya and Sa. Okay, so what you have will be Sawakaya and Sawakasa. Okay, same. So Manusaya, Sataya. Sorry, but this is a plural, right? So plural is cannot be. Okay, what is plural? Plural will be not this one. Buddhanam. Okay, sorry. So genitive. So this is a Buddhanam. Okay. So we cannot put this. We need to put the anam suffix. Okay. So sawakanam, manusanam, and then satanam. Okay. Okay. Okay, now after you get these three, so you just copy here and then put here. So the whole sentence, will be like above. So where can we put the whole sentence? I mean, in logic, you can put in between of any of them, but to be more logic, you can put at the first place. Yeah. So sawakanam, manusanam, satanam, then followed by buddho dhammam deseti. So I think it will be nice if we can put this in the first place. But if you want to put in the middle, also can. Yeah, it's not a problem. Okay. Now, this one, benefit is always hita, sukha. Hita and sukha. So this in Pali, this is always linked together, hita and sukha. So also four, but this is a dative. So hita, sukha, sukhaya, right? So this is actually four. It's actually, I think we have to check, is it hita, sukhaya are more common or the sa is more common? You can see only four. Bahunam hita sukhaya. Okay, let's see how about the sa. 16. Okay, so 16. So either these two. So, okay. So this is one way to write direct translation hita sukhaya or hita sukhasa. Okay, but in Tipitaka, they like to put another one, this one, atta. Okay, so another version will be this one. Okay, so sometimes they write in this way, atta. So this is another way of to write it. Okay, just for your knowledge. By direct translation, we can just put as above. The atta here means actually it's also like four also, F-O-R. Okay, right. Okay, now this one, okay, direct translation, hita sukha ya or hita sukha sa. Now, for the happiness of being. Now this one, when you see this one, so for happiness, you have to put like this, bracket, beings, bracket. For happiness is singular, or beings is plural. Now, for happiness is a dative case, or beings is a genitive case, all right? So this is will be plural, okay? Dative will be singular, okay? So basically, when you read the English, you just need to use a pen, or if you're using computer, cut it off. So you just need to translate for happiness, dative, for beings, plural. Now, happiness is sukha. Okay, sukha should be neuter, all right? So here I show neuter. Neuter actually masculine is very similar. So it's good to, beings will be masculine, all right? So we already learned the sukha is happiness, okay? Beings will be satta. So since you need to do this, so for dative will be, okay, but, okay, so we write here, so sukha is happiness. Beings will be satta. So that's in Pali in this way. But if you are going to write here, you cannot put the sukha first. You have to put the sattanam first, because plural will be sattanam. So this will be sukhaya, okay? Sukhaya. So in this way, when you write, you have to write sattanam. Sattanam sukhaya. Sukhaya. Okay? You write this way. So the position is not like English. So sattanam sukhaya. Like Buddhasa sukhaya, Lokasa sukhaya. All right. So for this sentence, where should you put? I think we can put at the beginning of the portion. So Buddho, then say Buddho Dhammam Deseti. So the Buddha preached the Dhamma for the happiness of beings. Okay. Any question about this? So dative will be, one thing, dative will be ya here. Okay. Or another suffix will be, beside the ya, there's another one is, okay, dative and genitive, you can see dative got ya and sa. Genitive is only got sa. Okay, so that's the difference between dative and genitives. So we can put, like just now, sukhaya, sukhasa also can. So if you want to put another one, sukhaya or sukhasa. Okay. Sattanam sukhaya sukhasa buddho dhammam deseti. So I think it's good we put at the first position. All right. Any question about this? Now we continue. Okay. Next one. For the benefits. Now you can see it's singular here. Question number 7 is singular. Now I just change it to plural. So 7 and 8 we can do it together. So for the benefits, you have to cut it off. For the benefits, cut it off. All right. So you have to think that for the benefit will be dative, right? And benefits. Now, what is benefit? Hita. Okay. Benefit is hita, H-I-T-A. So hita is neuter. All right. So because even though neuter not show yet, but because I'm making the sentence, that's why I need to find the neuter noun, right? Neuter. Now, for the benefit is singular, so you have to write singular. Of the world is loka. Loka is masculine, and is a of. Of is genitive and singular. Okay. So for question number 8 is a neuter. So you have to change it as dative plural. Of the word is masculine, genitive plural. Okay. So after that, you roughly you understand the declension, then you write the Pali. Now benefit will be hita. Okay. Word will be loka. Okay. Now when you say genitive is very easy. Genitive is only one case with the SSA, right? Right. So of the word. So and then this one will be dative. So hitaya. I think we just use hitaya. Okay, instead of another one. Of course, we can use hitasa also can, but to be not confused about the dative and genitive here, so we just put one is ya, another one is sa. Right? And then for this, when you change it plural, so dative and genitive, the plural will be nam. So it's very easy. Hitanam. And then lokanam. Okay. So then you, after you write down, you just copy to here will be hitaya. Okay. So where's the keyword? Okay. Hitaya lokasa. So this. Okay, so this one will be hitanam. Hitanam lokanam. Okay. Hitaya lokasa. Hitanam lokanam.
So actually not lokasa first.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, sorry. For the benefits of the world, lokasa hitaya. Hitaya, oh, yeah, okay, sorry. So hitaya lokasa, yes. Thank you for Chai Hun to reminder. They show they should study well.
Because I refer to the earlier example. Not that I know.
Okay. Lokasa hitaya, lokasa hitanam. Okay. Okay. So hitaya, lokasa hitaya, lokasa hitanam. But actually, maybe we don't have this kind of example in the dictionary. But hitaya, I think it's okay. All right. So you have the
Saiji,
sukaya,
question.
sukasa for the
Saiji,
benefit. Yes.
question. Why is it Hitaya Lokasa first before Hitaya?
Okay. Because Pali sometimes the way they read is the other direction one. The other way. Right. Now we are calling it like in English, when you read, you are reading from this way to this way, right? The way you are reading from left to right, right? For Pali, sometimes we read from right side to the left side. Okay.
Okay, so does it mean that we have to reverse everything when we write it?
Not all the time. Because like for example, you say then you can put the Buddho Dhammam Deseti. So you don't need to reverse everything. Like Buddho is a subject, Dhammam is acquisitive, verb is we put in the last position. So you don't need to reverse everything. It's only for this for the benefit of the word lokasahitaya, which you, because we are breaking here. So after you breaking here, this means that hitaya is linked with the lokasa. So in a way, hitaya, you read the hitaya and lokasa. Okay? Is the not in the same word position like the English. Okay.
Okay,
Now,
thank you.
thank you. Now, in the deity word, right? Now, deity direct translation will be deva. Word will be loka, right? So now, in the word, you need to put in So were is masculine. Then locative is a singular, all right? Singular. So then you can put like this. Then in how many ways you can write? Dewa. Okay. What happened to keyword? Okay, you put Dewa Loke. And Dewa Loke. Dewa Loka Amhi. Dewa Loka Samin. Okay, so finish we always with this Asamin, Amhi, and Loke. All right. Let's see the example. Okay, 630. We have the Dewa Loke. It's very popular here. So 5 example. Dewa Lokamhi. 5 example. So this one, Samin. $23 example. All right. So you out of this one, you can see this is a 600 plus. So this is a 5. So last one is a 23. All right. So this means that yes, you can find according to the grammar. We have 3 examples, but the popular one will be Dewa Loke. Okay. So after you put the Dewa Loke mean, then you put Buddho Dhammam Deseti. So let's say we choose only this example, Dewa Loke. So let's do the, like just now. You can see it appear in the suttas, yeah, in the poem, Dewa Loke. Okay, I just create the word next. You can see here, it appear in the middle. Sometimes it appear before the verb, before it appear in the middle, appear in the first place after the one comma. So yeah, this is a first place after the gerund. This is appear in the middle or before the verb. Okay, so the position is not really but I think it's better we just put in the first place. Okay, so we put a Dewa Loke. So since by this example, the best one will be Dewa Loke Buddho Dhammam Deseti. All right. So yeah, so we fix at this example. Yeah. But of course, like we say, you can put in the middle or put at the last place. It doesn't matter because from the, we call it syntax. Syntax means the function, all right? In a way, you can say the function of each word already show Dewa Loke is a locative, Buddho is a subject, Dhammam is acquisitive, means an object, Deseti is a present tense. Okay. Now from this example, you of course you can just if you want the example, you can modify like to plural to singular, or Deseti you can make it future tense or past tense or like this one. Okay, we are not finished yet. Let's go for example. Okay, now from the, sorry, the keyboard is up and down. From this example, we just need to change it to plural, right? So now plural will be, now in plural, there's only one soup, okay? Dewa Loke soup, very easy. For locative, there's the soup suffix appear only in locative. So Dewa Loke soup. So will be masculine locative plural. Okay, dewa lokesu. Okay, so we finished it, right? And the next example is different already. You need to find. Now, here, blessed one. Okay, now, instead of Buddha, what is another word for Buddha means? Bhagawa. Okay. Bhagawa.
Sorry, Saji. Want to ask a bit confused. Dewa Lokesu meaning the Buddha speaks the Dharma at one time at different deity worlds or how? That
Means
means they can
that he go to different deities to preach Dharma. Anyway, this just this is making up the sentence. It's not a Dharma sentence. Just making out the sentence. But it also can appear in a way that because when Buddha like preached the Abhidhamma, his voice appear throughout the universe. Okay? Take it in more general way.
But then if that sense it should be speaks to the in like a bit odd like that.
It doesn't matter. This is just making a sentence.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes your mind also must be flexible. You are learning Pali grammar. How many sentences you learn in Pali grammar is really coming from the Tipitaka? Not all, you know. Some are just make up sentence. Yeah. Okay. Bhagawa. All right. So Bhagawa is is a consonantal, but we leave it here. Now, when you see the word stays or dwells, yeah. So you break inner part. Inner part is you have to put in bracket, right? So stays, you already know the word viharati. So anyway, it's a present tense, third person singular. And then part will be pak. Pak is arama. Arama is masculine. So locative singular, right? So you have the arama. For arama is a locative like just now. So you have to put arame. So you have three possible word here. Yeah. So okay, arama. Okay, sorry, there's long A in the middle. So arama. Okay, so arama. Okay, so where is it?
Saiji, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Bhagawa with the long A, I thought that one is just for plural.
Oh, no, because this one is, we call it consonantal. It's another type of declension start with the Bhagawan. Bhagawat, all right? Because of Bhagawat, when you remove the T, it becomes long A. It is not it is like, for example, the original one is Bhagawat. So the final ending is not A, like Buddha. This is a final ending with a T. Do you see that? The ending is the T. So because when we drop the T, we need to make it long A. So this is called composition. So this one is not used. Yeah. The example is different here, but maybe if it's confused, so we can just use the original one like Buddha. Okay, it doesn't matter. Sometimes, okay, maybe we instead of use the blessed one if it's confused for you all. So we just change it to Buddha. Okay. So now, Buddha is of course Buddha. Now, masculine is like just now you put arame, ma, samin. Okay. Another one, arama, saminhi, right? Amhi suffix or samin suffix. So there are three suffixes here, e, right? So one suffix, another one suffix, another one suffix. Okay. Now, out of these three examples, which one will be more? So this means that sometimes when we see the possible three, might not all appear or even all appear. This one 799. Okay, so the first one you get 799. 799. Second one, do we have? No, don't have at all. So how about the last one? He.
Saji, the Aramanhi, the center A is long A.
Sentence A, long A.
Ara,
Are you sure? Why is it long A here?
sorry, because of
Yeah.
M.
Yeah, all right. So this means
Okay.
that out of these three examples, A, Asmi, He, all right? So out of these three examples, it's not all are possible. Okay.
Okay.
Like just now, the Dewa Loka, you can have three examples, right? Dewa A, Loka Samen here. So out of these three examples, so this one is possible. So these are not possible. So we can delete it. Okay. So these are not example. So since this is the only possible example, of course, what we say that during the three of them, but not all will come together. But in the case of Dewa Loka, all of them were together. So this is very easy. Dewa Aramani, Buddho, then stay is Viharati, right? Viharati. Now, so Aramani, Buddho, Viharati. Now, this is the first position. Sorry, there's something wrong with the keyboard here. Okay, so we just put it. Now, is it always appear in the first position? So let's check. In the poem, is cannot see much. Now, in the like this sutta, you can see Viharati, Buddho, Sawatiyam, Viharati, Jetawani, Anatapinga, Arame. You can see this Arame appear at the last position. Okay, sometimes this means that the position can change. Sorry, the keyboard again. Okay, so just I think we can just I think maybe we can put the Buddha also in the first place. So around May. In the second place, Viharati.
I check the dictionary.
I think the keyboard. What happened to the keyboard? Viharati. Okay, so we leave like this. Now, okay, from here, you just change to, this is change it to Pura. So, everything you convert from singular to Pura. So, Buddha become Buddho. So, here, you have to change it to Pura. So, what is Pura? So, Buddha become Buddha. Buddho, that's why you all decide. Buddho, Buddha, right? Arame will be Pura. Arama, Mesu. Now, this will be, sorry, this is a future tense. So future tense will be, you got the Viharati. All right. Then you need to change it to Isa. Put the Isa, okay? Isa. And then put the Andi. So Viharisanti. Buddha Aramesu Viharisanti. The Buddha will stay in parks. Right? Arama. Like Jetawana actually is a park. Jetawana Monastery is a belong to Prince Jeta, but it's actually a kind of park. It's not forest, you know. Forest will be kind of wild here, but it's actually quite proper, quite beautiful. That's why when the Buddha said he prefer a quiet place, so then the Anathapindika thought of the Prince Jeta, and then the Prince Jeta actually refused to sell it. Then he made a joke, okay, if you lay the gold to all the inches, he will sell it. Then literally Anathapindika bring the money, gold, lots of gold, and all the areas are covered with the gold. Okay. And those areas are not able to put the gold like the water pond or whatever. Then he measure it and cover it at another place. Really very sincerely selling the arama. You want to buy the arama from the Jetawana. Okay. So finish already. So any question? So what you do is, of course, you try the exercise yourself. Already I show you all. And then the best, of course, you if you don't remember the declension, try to print out for the masculine. So after masculine, there will be, how many do you have? There will be neuter. I think I'm not sure have I sent to you all this one. I think for those who attend the Pali class, you will see this masculine, neuter, and feminine, right? For those not able to print yet, I'll send to you later, right? So basically, you need to get to know not only masculine finish with A, there's also masculine finish with I, there's also masculine finish with U, there's also masculine finish with long I, masculine finish with long U, and masculine finish with O. Okay. So after you learn this and you see this one, then you go for neuter. Neuter and masculine are quite same. So if you know the masculine, you'll be able to answer the neuter. So after in masculine, neuter, you learn the feminine. Feminine actually easier to because the case ending, it's not case, the suffix at the end is actually a little bit only. Okay, for Pali make easy, by the time you learn lesson 16, 17, 17, sure, I think 17 onwards, you have finished all the 5, we call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. But normally we don't learn about go because go change a lot. So most of the time we learn only the finish with A, finish the I, finish U, long I and long U. So after you finish it, then you need to memorize the neuter. For us, for us during our time, we memorize everything. Because our teacher, he will come in front of us, stood in front of us, and we had to stand out and recite this by heart, That's how we learn. Okay, so I think we do a break.